For those of you guys that have been yearning for a premium basketball shoe back on the market, you know, since we don't get stuff like this anymore, it took an independent brand to be able to do it, and these things are amazing. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and breakdown on these bad boys right here. This is the SIA Collective EVO Bounce. This is their second performance basketball shoe to hit the market, and this one is definitely better than the last, at least in my opinion. It's got more performance features, and we'll be able to show all of those too, so stay tuned. And on top of that, like I was saying before, this is just a premium performance product, so you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting all the stuff that you wish your money would afford you with all these other brands, plus all the performance features on top of that. So I think that it's awesome. Now, before we do get started, I just wanted to give a big thank you to everybody that supported this since drop. All three hoodies did really well. They might be some of our best sellers in quite some time. So thank you guys so much for the support. I greatly appreciate it. If you missed out, we may have ordered some additional, so make sure that you sign up for the email newsletter that's over at sinceapparel.com. Links are down below in the description box. And with that being said, even the box is premium, bro. First off, look at that thing. That looks awesome. I love the giant basketball graphic on there. I love that you got a giant SIA branding emblem on top of it. And it's not just like embossed, debossed, all that stuff. It's a piece, like it's on there. It's a separate component to the box. Look at this side of the branding too. The verbiage that they use to promote the SIA Bounce is awesome. If it reminds you of anything amazing from the 90s, it's because that's where it's from. Shout out to all the Suns fans out there. Even the box is excited. Inside the box, tech breakdown card, double-sided. They're being completely transparent as far as what the shoe offers and what it's providing you. It's really cool. They also come with a satin dust bag. This is something that I personally don't need, but for all of you guys that don't have your own bags, this is something that's pretty cool. For me personally, I just so happen to use Sole Premise. Now, in case you've never heard of Sole Premise, they actually offer luxury bags in a wide variety of styles. So whether you're into crossbody bags, duffels, performance duffels, day pack style backpacks, or extra large backpacks for a little bit of a longer trip, they have got you covered. All of their stuff is also TSA approved. It fits in the overhead compartments and underneath the seat in front of you. And yes, I have tried this myself. They are the only bags that I use when I travel. If you're interested in trying out Sole Premise, there is a direct link down below in our description box. Don't forget to use the promo code that you see on the screen right here. It will save you a lot. Now, as for the shoes themselves, this is the launch colorway. This one's dubbed Night Vision. I'm not sure when this colorway is coming out, but these are fire right here, bro. Like, this one's called the Chuck, and I'm pretty sure you guys can tell why. Now, the outsole is really interesting because it does not look like it would be something spectacular on a basketball court, but I've already been testing these. I actually have a black and red version of these that I don't know when they're coming out, but I tested them starting about a year ago, and the traction surprisingly was awesome. So I don't know what kind of rubber that they're using on this, but despite it being flat in this honeycomb shape, it really did work really well. It also feels fairly durable, even though the grooves are very shallow. So if you were going to use something like this outside, it might not last as long, obviously, as it would indoors, but it still will perform really well in both surfaces. And while you can't see it very well through this colorway right here, SIA provided us a sample tooling set right here, and you can see right through there. Also, the tech card will show you this too, but just in case you really wanted to see it, there it is. It's a full carbon fiber spring plate, and this shoe right here, or this component to the shoe, has no upper to it, and the torsion rigidity is awesome. And on top of that, there is a decent amount of flex and spring back because it doesn't extend all the way to the forefoot. That's one of those things that I like, this type of setup where it stops just short. Some people prefer a little bit more restriction where it moves all the way up throughout the toe. I'm not one of those people. I like it to be kind of isolated to the midfoot section. So again, we're lucky to get torsion plates at this point with certain other brands. So the fact that this is in here is just awesome. Now, as far as the cushion is concerned, this is their SIA foam setup. So what we've got is a dual density EVA setup, which probably isn't like best depicted on this colorway. And it's probably not even that great on this colorway just because you can't actually see the dual density setup. So this is what it looks like right here, and I think this is great, dude. Like, this is something that I just absolutely love. I love just seeing it in general, but the fact that they've done it is even better. So I just want to use my cell phone just to really show you guys, but there is a full-on EVA cup kind of like sole setup right here, which is really great. You can see that you sit within certain sections, like right here. So that's going to cup your heel to really pair well with the internal heel counter that's within the shoe. So that's going to add some support, especially from a lateral perspective, but you can see the rest of everything, and it does that same thing throughout. So through the midfoot section, it's raised. Through the forefoot section, it's raised. Despite the rubber feeling very durable, it's still got that like thinness to it that you would want from a performance shoe. So it's not too thin, but it's not too thick. And again, this is just kind of like what it is. And this stuff works really well. So yeah, you can see that in hand, this feels like a super sturdy shoe despite it being very thin like this. So they've really done their homework. But either way, this is the dual density setup. So we've got a firmer carrier foam right here, which is still got some, you know, give to it and everything like that. So it's not uncomfortable or anything like that. But the SIA foam inserts that you can see right here are both 10 millimeters thick. And then there's not much of a toe drop. So it's pretty like neutral and everything like that, which I know that a lot of people are going to like. The toe drop is basically the heel lift. You get a lot of that in running shoes. So like your heel will be a little bit higher than the toe. And so you'll feel like that slight slant. Basketball shoes have the least drastic heel to toe drop in most footwear, maybe besides like cleats and things like that. And this guy right here is proof of that. And then again, the foam is what they're calling just simply SIA foam, is even softer than the carrier foam, which I think is great. They've got flex grooves in here so that you can, you know, really move. So you can see that it's actually working. It's awesome. And in the back right here, this is exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about when brands core out the midsole foams. So this is to help alleviate pressure. So when you're pressing down right here, it's allowing the foam to move, you know what I mean? Like in ways that it won't here. This is more stable. And then this one right here offers more compression. So again, really awesome. I love that they've added a really good outsole. They've got the cushion down, so that's also great. Torsion support is there. They're not lacking anything. This is an independent brand. Keep that in mind. Independent. The insole is a little bit more luxurious than I personally would use for a basketball shoe. This guy right here has a synthetic leather liner on there, which some people are going to absolutely love. This is kind of what I would consider maybe a crossover shoe, so you can definitely wear this off court. It looks awesome, but the purpose is to be fully functional on court as well, which again, they're nailing. So this right here just has a different type of liner on there. So again, I would probably swap this out for a different insole, but it really depends on you. However, the insole itself is not a piece of shit. This is actually like a thick piece of foam and everything like that. It feels like it's a polyurethane base. This is where there is a bit of a heel to toe drop. So you'll be able to see that the toe is thinner and then the heel is thicker. So while the base itself, or the tooling, if you will, is neutral, once you stick this on top of that, that's where you're going to get your slight heel lift and everything like that. Now the materials are super premium on this particular pair. It's a mix of both. And before I get too far ahead of myself, look at this, bro. Like, this is crazy. Iridescent, reflective on the mesh. Like, it's actually on there. It's really cool. You could see this even without the flash. And then you've got some reflective hits right here on the strap, and it moves over to the pull tab. Same thing with these dots. And by the way, this whole section of the shoe, the panel as well as the logo, are inspired by the CB94s, which makes this make so much more sense. He's definitely a fan of Charles Barkley, the Phoenix Suns, all that kind of stuff. And we've got it right here. This colorway is hella dope, dude. I really like these. And while this one doesn't have as many reflective pieces, the laces are definitely reflective, and this is sick. Now, in addition to that reflective mesh that's going to add some breathability as well as bring some pizzazz, we've got overlays of full-on premium material. So the toe panel right here is suede. The rear panel feels like it's a stingray type of material, so that weird kind of dotted look. They used this heavily in the Way of Wade line, at least in the early days, before they went full synthetic. And I will say that, you know, this black version right here definitely in hand feels slightly lighter than the more like heavy built one, which is this guy with more leather. But I just like the way that the leather looks. I like the way that the leather feels. The pair that I wear tested about a year ago was built like this. It was all leather everything, and they were fucking awesome. Now, I just wanted to showcase this colorway because they are a little bit different. The toe boxes are different. The paneling is altered. This one definitely, you can see the inspiration to the Air Max CB94s. This colorway is beautiful, dude. Like, I love the gradient that they've got on the midsole. There's splatter print on the forefoot. This is a vibe. It's straight up 90s. I miss this shit. But yeah, this guy right here features leather on the toe, suede everywhere else. There are some synthetic panels. The color gradient pieces that you see, those are synthetics, but it's very minimal. All the rest of everything though is premium. Even the tongue is premium. Like, this is nice, man. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, I actually got two different sizes. This is a size 9, this is a size 8. They do not do half sizes because, again, they're an independent brand, so they're still small. And opening up molds for half sizes is a ton of money. So they're keeping things simple. I will say that I fit both pretty nicely. It will really depend on what type of basketball socks I'm wearing that will make me choose like the size 9 or the size 8. If I'm wearing a thinner basketball sock or performance sock, I'm probably going down a size. But if I'm wearing my performance socks from SPO and WearTesters, these things are awesome. I think there might be still a little bit of sizes left in both the white and black and then the black and red. But these are super thick. And so if I'm wearing the size 9 with that sock, it's gonna be perfect. So yeah, if you just wanted to play it safe, go true to size. If you know that you wear thinner basketball socks or performance socks, or maybe you don't double sock, then go with a size smaller. I do not know when this colorway releases, but I do know that this one right here is going to be releasing on Black Friday, so stay tuned. If you're not following SIA Collective over on Instagram, that's where you can get all of the updates. You can also sign up for their text blast and everything like that. They will literally text you when things drop. Now, with all of that being said, what is today's question of the day?
This is not a would you rather.
Thank goodness.
It's a you gotta pick.
So it's even worse?
You gotta pick between being Tim Allen in The Santa Claus or Arnold Schwarzenegger in Jingle All the Way. Which situation do you choose?
Jingle All the Way. Which one was that? Was that the one with Turbo Man?
Yeah.
So do I want to be the dad that's fighting off the mailman and all kinds of other people
Yeah.
to try to get my kid an action figure, or do I want to turn into Santa Claus?
Yeah.
I don't know. Being Santa's kind of like being magical, right? Is he Santa all year round? I can't remember.
Yeah.
He does not lose weight? Like I thought he plumps up during the holiday season.
The first year he's plumping up.
Well, yes.
And then he's that.
Because it is the holiday season.
Yeah, but then he is that all year round.
That would suck. I guess I would want to be Arnold because he literally turns into Turbo Man at the end. Like he's in the suit, he saves the day, and then his son, for some reason, couldn't recognize his big old face in the mask. And so when he takes it off and everything, his son was like elated, being like, my dad is Turbo Man? I'd be Turbo Man. I mean, come on.
Oh, I picked
You
the
picked
Santa
the
Claus.
Santa Claus? Of course you did. You gotta be cozy, be in the snow all day, hot chocolate.
I am magical. Like, yeah, that's what I picked.
But anyways, what about you guys? Would you choose to be the Santa Claus, or would you choose to be that poor dad trying to Christmas shop against all odds, but you get to turn into a superhero at the end? That's pretty cool. And on top of all of that, let us know what you think about the SIA EVO Bounce down below in the comment section. And again, if you're interested in these socks, I will leave a link down below in the description box. I think that they're awesome. They're the best socks I've ever worn for performance. I wear other socks casually. Thank you guys for everything. I will catch you in the next one. So until then, y'all have a good one.